Hey, I'm Keith.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Andy.
I'm Steve.
These are serious questions.
This is like a question you'll get in Germany. So, you know, hot damn, good record. New one, not so good.
It seems like bands nowadays just get huge out of nowhere. And it was so gradual for us that we never really had time to notice anything changed, really. We just kept doing it. I think when we would drive 10 hours to shows that weren't canceled, that's when we finally first realized it.
I remember when we first got approached by someone who wanted to actually manage us, as if there was stuff to manage.
We thought it was insane that he wanted to buy us Chinese food.
Yeah.
Like that was it. Like he took us to Chinese food in South Amboy, New Jersey. Some crummy, like little shit.
I thought it was pretty good.
Chinese place. But you know what I mean? It was like just like
No,
that.
the owner's probably watching.
There's a million bands that will come up to you and say like, oh man, you know, when I was 13 I started listening to you, and then they're like, oh, I'm 24 now, and you're like, I'm old.
At the end of the day, like when there's like kids that just like, you know, we touch them and it just makes them like create like music. It's just.
I refuse to touch kids. Touching kids is the most important thing in the world.
But
Touch kids, hope it changes their lives.
Okay, good. But changes it in a good way, not
Yeah.
like a weird kind of creepy way, or is this the weird kind of creepy way?
Both. I was 20 years old. My dad didn't accept it as anything but a garage band. Like he thought we just played Buffalo every week.
Now he expects guest list.
Yeah, actually at the last time we played at this place, my dad got a little too wasted. I had to carry him down the back stairs to his car, and then he blamed it on bad sushi.
Remember when Zach did that with bad pizza?
Yeah.
Threw up all over the van. He's like, oh, the pizza, man. Oh. Like puked in his pants, and it was like his only pair of pants, and he had like no pants.
Yeah.
Of a band, I think the whole appeal to us has always been just the intimacy of it, how, you know, the energy, and that doesn't translate to a big. It's difficult. It's real hard. Like tonight's gonna be. I mean, tonight should be fine, but you know, when you play a place like a hockey arena or something like that, it's just you're so far away from everybody, and it's like there's no interaction, like even non-verbal communication. I have no idea what anybody's thinking if they're even having a time. That takes me out of it. So I don't like it. I like seeing people right in front of me.
We put out a CD in the fall every 2 years for the entire existence of the band. So we were just like, really? And 6 CD in the fall? Again, like, how about the winter? How about the spring? Like, so it's done, and we're probably just gonna put it out like early next year, just because.
I think it's, just more energetic. I think it's a lot more angry, and I honestly feel like it's a little more like young every time I die too. Like it almost feels like we progressed by going back to what we fucking loved doing in the first place.
When Mario would get the star and he'd become invincible and run through stuff, you still know it was Mario. What if albums drop so much harder in February?
Yeah.
Here we were dropping in October for the last 10 years.
My dog just had 2 soft drops. He's a puppy.
We have a new drummer and he's better than our old drummer.
Yeah. Which makes the songs better and faster and stronger.
He goes out of his way. He went out, like, there'd be riffs that, like, we knew for a fact our old drummer would be like, oh, that sucks. And then Lags would be like, no, let's keep doing this. And it wouldn't make sense to him at first, and then he would just keep going. And the next thing you know, this, you know, riff that he totally, completely didn't know about, you know, and, like, it snapped in his head, and then he just was a beast on it. When our old drummer kind of, like, left, we were kind of like, I mean, I guess, like, dude-wise, we were like, okay, this is cool. Like, he's, you know, just kind of like a dead fish, so whatever. Like, he was a good drummer. You know what I mean? Like, that was the thing. Like, dead fish is
I can't believe you just called him a fat loser on TV.
Yeah. Sloppy, wet, fat, smelly loser, you just called him.
Yeah, so Andy called our old drummer a big fat loser, but I don't want to keep comparing the two, you know. Our old drummer was a solid drummer, and our new guy is just like a. Our manager calls him a what's that thing you get when your heart's dead? Pacemaker. Yeah, he calls our drummer the human pacemaker. because he feels like he just like, oh my God, here we're like a band for like 13 years and we're just acting and feeling like we're a brand new band because of this kid. So it's cool. When all else fails, 48 tacos.
Yeah. Just go with 48 tacos.